Hey guys, happy Monday. I'm super excited for a new week. I am absolutely positive that you guys have felt if you have been thriving, you just started thriving, or you have been thriving for quite some time. I am absolutely positive that everybody at this point is feeling a shift in this industry, not just because we have these promos going on. But really, I feel like after the past, probably, you know, 2020 was like crazy time and businesses skyrocketed. People were online all the time. They weren't leaving their house. Like I went to, and I was just recently reminded of this. I went to a Rise conference in 2020, in January of 2020, and I had all these massive goals and all of this stuff wrote out. And then the whole world shut down like not long after that. And it was like halt on all those plans, right? And then everything got distracted. And let's be honest, you guys have watched my journey. Maybe some of you guys haven't, but my whole world flipped upside down, not only because of COVID, but just everything I knew just changed. Okay. Um, I went through a divorce, I got remarried, and just my whole life has shifted and my priorities have shifted. But one thing has shown true as the economy and life has been chaotic. I've watched this industry over the last decade evolve. Okay. And I've watched it go through seasons. And it was probably about 2016 was the last time I felt what 2021, 2022 was. Oh, I see Jackie. Jackie, I'm going to make you a co-host real quick. Probably about, and some of you guys might not even have been in this industry at that time, okay? But I'm just going to tell you, probably about 2015, 2016, there started to be the same shift that we just saw in 2021 and 2022, okay? And what I saw happen in 2017, now I just so coincidentally joined Lavelle in 2017, was this massive shift that happened in this industry, not just with my own team, not with my own business. I'm talking about a lot of people in this industry. There was a massive, massive shift that happened at that time. And it was massive growth. And it was people joining different businesses, different companies. They were super excited. They were on fire. They had this confidence about where they were and what they were doing. And what I want you guys to realize is that's the season that we're coming into right now. It's like a rebirth, okay? Because people go through these swings, right? Just like companies, they come in and sometimes you see them and they say like you're the third year in a business or whatever is like when it starts to hit that momentum. And it's kind of like that in your business. Like when you first start off, you might go off with a bang because you're running after your VIPs. Sometimes people hit, they're kind of afraid. And sometimes, and I hope this does not offend anybody, but I also hope it's a wake-up call for each person. If you are not focused on VIPs, neither will the people that join you. Okay. So if you are not focused on helping those people, now listen, you can't make people work. You can't make people want to show up. You can't make people shoot for goals in their business. And I like to tell people like where you're at, how I can help you, then I'm going to help you. That means that if you tell me you want to run for your VIPs, then all right, let's get this going. What do you need help with? Do you need help with a post? Do you need help with how to reach out to somebody? Let's get some samples out. Let's shoot for your first 2 customers. Who do you know might want to work this business? Because here's the thing, somebody joining doesn't know any of that. Okay. Somebody joining does not know any of that, but I'm going to tell you your business depends on those VIPs, that your business depends on the people coming in winning. And it doesn't mean they have to go to the top of the company. It doesn't mean that somebody's got to live on their phone. I don't want you living on your phone. I want you to be able to learn how to work this business around your life, because if not, you're going to get burnt out and you're going to quit. Period. End of story. And I can tell you that from experience. There's been many times that I have gotten burnt out and just been like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Because I felt like I wasn't doing enough, or I felt like I was falling apart with my family, or I was missing out on things. And it doesn't have to be one or the other. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you balancing it all is easy either, right? But we all have choices throughout the day. And if you want your business to succeed, then you have to be intentional with it. And you have to take time to learn. Just like when you walk into a job, you have to go through training, you have to go through an orientation process, and then you're going to learn the skills to be able to apply the skills to build your business and your career, right? So you wouldn't want some doctor walking in and performing surgery on you when they just said, I think I'm going to be a doctor today. Nope. You sure wouldn't. I wouldn't want them cutting me open. I'd want them to have the training. I'd want them to go to class and to go to, like, their clinicals and learn and watch other surgeons and then practice, right? How to do that. And so you don't need to know how to be perfect. That's what your uplines are for. And one thing I've heard commonly over the last, especially since I made that post, what about if my upline quit? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of your uplines are going to quit. Okay. A lot of them are going to quit. That's okay. Your uplines don't determine your paycheck. You do. You and your team. But what you can do is reach out to that next upline that is here, that is showing up, that is inspiring you. And it doesn't even have to be an upline. It can be a sideline, guys. It can be somebody that's not even on your team, not even in the same company, whatever. You see something that somebody's doing and you're like, whoa, okay, like I need to learn how to do this better. I need to learn how to connect with people better. And I need to learn how to market myself better, share better. I need to learn how to navigate through this process, right? You guys, today's leadership call, if you were not on it with Jason, the recording is posted. I know Kaylee tagged it on the Dream Team page. I tagged it underneath of the post made on the Dream Team page as well. And I know it's been posted in multiple chats. Right now is a season where people are looking for opportunity. People are looking for a place to land. People are looking for, if you get on TikTok, you get on Facebook, you get on Reels, you get on whatever, there's always this affiliate marketing, selling programs, coaching, just all kinds of different things that you can do. Companies, right? Companies galore. You could do like little fizzy things. You could sell makeup. You could, sell health and wellness. You can sell cleaner. You can, whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay. What it is that you've got to be passionate about whatever you're doing. And I can tell you the key is just making sure the people that you're helping are happy. And each one of you guys are here because you love the way you feel when you thrive, right? And I'll be telling you, and I think I saw her. Yeah, she's on here, and she's, of course, her camera's off. But when Jamie messaged me about Lavelle, I said, hell no. I did. I said, hell no. No, sorry, not for me. Not doing that. No, thank you. Mind you, this woman had just told me, I think I'm out of this industry. I'm done with this. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that no more. Nope. But you see, a little something you guys don't know about me and Miss Pekka. We're competitive as fuck. And yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to say the F-bomb. We're competitive as fuck. And we raced to our previous rank in our last company as sidelines. And so, when she was like, I'm almost out, and I'm like, I'm almost out, we were both in like a depressive state. And then she messages me and says, hey, we got to do this. I'm like, no, Jamie, no, I don't want anything to do with that. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because this make the call thing that they're talking about is exactly that. Okay. It's reaching out to that friend that friend. I'm not talking about, I don't want you to sit here and look at these other leaders in this company, okay? And they're signing these rock stars and they're signing these people that maybe were here and they quit. I'm going to tell you guys something. That doesn't mean shit. I was a nobody. Nobody would have expected Jamie and I to come in and be number 1 and 2 on that leaderboard that following year in Lavelle, okay? Nobody would have expected that because in our previous company, nobody freaking paid attention to us. I mean, maybe they did a little bit, okay, because we kind of stand out like sore thumbs. But she messaged me and asked me to get on a phone call with somebody that actually knew what the hell they were talking about, because she didn't know what she was talking about either, okay? She just saw dollar signs and a product that got her excited and was like, hey, listen, you got to listen to this. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. I'll listen. I'm your friend. I'll listen. And I've told this story many times, but it comes down to it. No website fees, you guys. Most companies charge like $20, $25 a month for you to run your business. I want you to times that times 100,000 promoters. How much money a company makes off of just a website fee. We get for free. That's pretty badass, by the way, right? Our customers get a website for free and they sign up for free. Okay. So we get that. Our customers, we can thrive for free. Our product's completely free. Our customers can thrive for free if they share, right? Well, people don't get something for nothing. Like they got to share. They've got to tell people or else they don't really deserve to get their products for nothing, right? So I think that's a fair trade. Share what you're doing, just like an affiliate kind of situation. Except for instead of like $5, you get like a whole freaking like all your products if you want, depending on what you share. But also the fact that anybody coming in brand new could earn bonuses. Like right off the bat, they could earn bonuses and they weren't super hard to obtain. And then I also like the fact that they didn't push that you had to get a car. Yes, you could get a car, but you still got a payment even if you didn't get a car. I liked that. I liked that the car auto bonus was the second rank in the company and not the top rank in the company. Because let's be honest, most companies, if you ever look at income disclosures, you guys want to know why income disclosures, like the whole anti-MLM community, likes to plaster all over God's creation. And what they don't tell you is a lot of those numbers come from people that sign up and never do a darn thing. Okay. So that's why you see that main bit as like baseline distributor, promoter, whatever they call it in that company. The reality of it is every single person can be successful here. There's absolutely no reason that you can't. You maybe don't have the network now, but you can. I didn't have a network. I had like 200 people when I joined and I didn't know how to work anything. So I had like my friends from high school and some people I went to nursing school with. Like, that's it. And I just grew my network. I kept on looking up, Googling, YouTubing, how to grow my network, how to connect with people, how to like get my product and my opportunity in front of people. And the more I talked about it, yes, I did it all wrong at first. I got blocked and unfollowed and whatever. But the more I talked about it and the more I explained to people what I had, which was a solution to what they were looking for, the more that joined me, the more that started to ask questions. So when Jamie offered me this, opportunity to check this out, I was a little skeptical and I was a little jaded, to be honest with you, because I had just gone through a lot, was in a bad place, but I wanted to try the product. So I'm going to challenge each one of you guys to reach out to somebody this week and get a sample in a hand, maybe get them in a 3-way chat with somebody. If you're not super confident in your conversation, now we have that make the call, PDF in the cloud office that you can absolutely send them. But there is something more powerful, and they are factual when they say this, in hearing somebody's voice. All right. Because it wasn't a chat. It wasn't voice messages. It was literally me, Jamie, and this other person. We're not going to name her right now, on a call. That's it. Okay. And I liked what she had to say. Now, she was a little pretty good salesman. Okay. She made it sound extra great, which it is. It is great. right? It is great. And really, something unique about Lavelle is that we can run our businesses for free. And I've seen some things out there posted from some other people that have had people join them from other companies and so forth. And from being in another company, I can tell you guys, a lot of times, unfortunately, people barely break even a month. What they're making, they're spending. Okay, now don't get me wrong, you're going to need to invest in your business. Okay, if you want your business to work, you're going to need to invest in your business, whether that's you using your product. And those are also, you need to consider these write-offs and so forth, but you will need to invest in your business. You will need to invest in your team. You will want to do things and incentivize and do stuff like that. But you're also going to want to make sure that you're doing things like that are also creating, right, actual action and creating actual growth. You don't want to just like throw things out there just because. You want to reward and incentivize so that people can grow and that people will have the ability and the excitement. And sometimes it's the challenge, right? So like, I want to challenge everybody to reach out to somebody this week that they think, whether they're in this industry or they are not, that would be incredible, all right, at doing this business and that would love these products, that could benefit off of these products. Because when I heard that, sleeping better, having more energy, wanting to get up and do things, just feeling alive, I felt like I was dying inside. And that all sounded really good to me, but I didn't believe it. And Jamie can vouch for me and say, I told her, and I probably said it exactly like this: I swear to God, if this shit works, we're going right to the effing top. And I'll race you there. And that's exactly what the hell happened over the next 9 weeks. Okay. And I'm telling you that because you guys, we have I don't know, what is it? Today's the 10th. So we have exactly 2 months and 21 days. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, in 2 months and 21 days, that woman right there in the, I don't know, she's in my top right corner, and myself went 200K in that matter of time. So if you don't think it's possible, it's 100% possible. And if you don't think that person's out there, they absolutely are. And you don't have to be anybody special to sign them. Okay. You just got to open your mouth and have the conversation. And then you can connect them with somebody else that's more confident, that can share this opportunity with them and actually get them on board believing that this is possible. Because when Jamie and I came in, we didn't know what we were doing. All we knew was, okay, let's go for these VIP bonuses. Okay, here, how many do you need? What do you need? The next person that joined us. Okay, let's go for 2 customers. Okay, let's go for 2 promoters. Let's go boom, 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 boom. We were just like VIP 800, VIP 800, VIP 800, VIP 1600, VIP 1600. Okay, what's next? 4K. Let's get these people to VIP 800. Let's get these people to VIP 1600. And it was just like 4Ks, 12Ks, 30 or 40Ks, 80Ks. People just started popping because all we were focused on was our VIPs. All of us focused on VIPs. Okay. Did that get some of you guys excited? Because it got me excited. That's why I like literally sat there and thought about, like, I'm like, oh my goodness. This is an opportunity that if you open your mouth and you talk to people, it could change your entire life. It could change their entire life. And that's ultimately what this make the call thing is. Okay. So I know that some people are hearing it like, oh, let's reach out to these other companies. No. It's none of that. No, you reach out to those people that you would love to work with, that you think would love this, need this. Okay. Because those are the people. And yes, your customers are going to be a great freaking place to start. I think it was the Tidwells today. We're talking about that. And I'm going to tell you guys, I was a guest on one of their calls many, many years ago when they were just kind of starting off. And I'm going to tell you, to see the growth from them over the last like few years, it's been just astronomical and beautiful and evolved. Okay. And I want each one of you guys to understand that you will be those people 3, 4, 5 years from now that people will say that about, because literally you made the decision to say, okay, I'm going for it. Why not me? Like, if you guys haven't seen like the deep dive video, like legit, I am the most like country bumpkin. Not really. I'm not like Jamie doesn't even know where West Virginia is. I tease her all the time because she's like Virginia, and I'm like, no. But no, seriously, I want you guys to understand, it does not matter. I don't even know, like there's another 200K in my town, and I live in a kind of like small big town, but I don't even know, like I know her, but I don't like ever see her. In fact, there's not very many thrivers. And I know you're probably like, well, Amanda, you're a thriver. How are you not thriving? Listen, I get everybody on Thrive that I possibly can. I got tons of people thriving that are my customers. But just being honest with you, not very many people are motivated to work a business. So I'm not going to be focused on that. I'm going to be focused where I know that I'm going to spend the most time. And that is around my family and online. That's just me. Okay. But maybe some of you guys, but if I'm out, I just took samples yesterday to people. Okay. If I'm out, I'm going to be taking stuff because people are like, hey, Amanda, what was that you gave? There's some guy that, I don't know, was at a friend's house that keeps on asking me. And I actually gave my friend some of the move packets, right? Because he's an older gentleman and he's got like real bad like arthritis, and it's real good for your joints. So I was like, hey, let me give you some of this. Well, this guy was there and he was like, man, my back's been messed up. Can I try that? He tried it and he's like, man, yes, that works. So you best believe I texted him my number. I'm like, yep, here's my website. Let's chat. And then Tim just stopped there and the guy was asking him again. So it's only a matter of time, right? It's only a matter of time. It's planting these seeds. It's having these conversations. It's talking to the people. And again, that's what this Make the Call business is all about. A lot of you guys think that you don't have enough experience. You don't know what you're doing. You're just whatever. No, most of you just aren't offering it. Most of you just aren't sharing it because there's a lack of belief that you can't help or do it. Okay. And that's where I want to encourage each one of you guys to reach out to somebody to help you through that. All right. Reach out, get that support. We have chats, we have team pages, we have the Thrive Connect app that has a shit ton of amazing resources. We have our cloud office that has a ton of amazing resources. We have calls. Like I was having this conversation. I know that some people already have. I know Jackie does lives and stuff like that a lot, but I am going to get consistent with doing a live event type of thing weekly and onboarding calls. Why? Because when you're loud and you're excited and people can see that, they're drawn to it. It's like a confidence level. They're like, okay, what is this girl doing? Why is she doing that? Like, I've got people coming at me now, guys, that like literally, basically back in 2017, when I started thriving. In fact, I just signed a customer, but she's going to be a promoter, just got her a sample out. She originally reached out to me in 2017. She was on my previous team, in my old company. And she had gotten a sample off of somebody back then that wasn't on my team or anything, but anyways, they're no longer in Lavelle or anything like that. So her account's been released. She's a customer now of mine. Sent her a sample. She's going to become a promoter. See how that works? What if I was no longer thriving? She'd be joining somebody else. They cultivate relationships, right? Relationships matter. I just had a message and it meant a lot to me. I don't know if she's on here right now. But I'm just going to tell you guys, I just got a message that says she saw a post from another leader and she just wanted to thank me because it didn't matter. She's like, I know I'm a bazillion levels down from you, but I just want to tell you, I appreciate you being the leader that you are and that you always help me. And it doesn't matter where I'm at. And I'm going to tell you what, guys, don't ever, ever, if I can teach you anything, if you've got somebody that's hungry on your hand, I don't care if they're 30 levels deep, you run with them. My God, I can't imagine. Twin was once upon a time like 8 or 9 levels deep to me. And I can't even imagine not running with her ass. Okay. Because Jackie wouldn't be here. Angela wouldn't be here. I mean, I'm just like, what? No, I don't care. And I'm not even just talking about them. I mean, you guys, you never know. And that's what I've been digging deep within my organization, because let's be honest, there's been people that have left. And unfortunately, I got very disconnected. So if you are one of those people on here right now, I'm just going to put this out there. If you are one of those people that your immediate upline had left, and you're just like hanging on by a thread, and you're like, I don't really know where I belong or who I can connect with, and I'm like one of your uplines, please reach out to me, connect with me. I'm going to take you in, and I'm going to hug you, and I'm going to be there, and I'm going to support you. I'm not going to drag you. I'm not going to be in your damn inbox every day. If you need my help, you got to tell me. Cause like, I'm busy. I got like 6 kids now, guys. Like I got the Brady Bunch going on over here. And I'm trying to run a business, and I'm also trying to love my husband and have a family and have a life, outside of what I do in my business, just like each one of you guys. Right. We all want to have a nice balance, but I want everybody to have support, and I want everybody to know that you are wanted, needed, appreciated. And by golly, if you find something that works, please share it. I don't give a shit if you joined yesterday and you find something that works. You are a freaking leader when you decide to lead. Say that again. You are a leader the moment you decide to lead, not even when you have their first person join you. The moment you decide to step up and lead. And I'm sorry, Jackie, I'm just like babbling like a crazy person tonight, because I got really fired up on today's call because it made all of this stuff like spark. And then Joy had to send me a 60 seconds of success video, and it made me all bully-eyed and stuff. And anyways, I might play that for you guys here in a second if you didn't even already see it. But no, I am gonna play it for you guys, because first off, just seeing myself made me bawl. But it's good advice. So I'm gonna let you just take over for a second, Jackie, because I need to take a breath.
Hi guys, happy Motivational Monday. It's not a Motivational Monday if Amanda doesn't cry. We haven't had her cry in a long time. So, it's just commencing back to Motivational Mondays. So July, right? We're like not quite midway through July, but it's July already, you guys. And what did we do last week? Was I on last week? I don't remember, but we had a fat BOGO over the weekend, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us saw something like that coming. But I don't know if you guys experienced it. BOGO is really, did we talk about BOGO yet, Amanda? Probably not, right? Did you guys talk about it? I'm going to talk about it because it's really
I did not.
So BOGO is definitely everybody's favorite promo, right? But we always experience somewhat of a BOGO hangover. And I'm going to tell you why, okay? Because if you guys have been building your business for the past however long, months, years, however long it is, your customers that saw this promo, they definitely hopped on it. They definitely stocked up. I saw a huge jump in volume like across all teams and stuff like that. So you will see a lot of the existing customers, the people that love Thrive, the people that really need the deal, right? They really needed the savings of it because it's rough out there, right? Like if you guys heard Jason Camper's call this morning, he literally said everybody across the United States is feeling the crunch, right? North America, whatever, they're feeling the crunch. They're feeling that they have to tighten the belt with their expenses and stuff. But guess what? Nobody ever forgets about what your step one feels like, right? They can't live without their step one, right? So when it comes to BOGO, when they see it, they're like, oh my God, I have to stock up. I had customers, you guys, that wanted to buy 4 months, like just upfront, which would have given them 8. And I'm like, no, don't. I told them no. I'm like, no, if you buy that, what if we come out with like Duo Elite's going to come out and you're not going to be able to switch to that? I told them, like, max, I only want you to buy just like your 1 month or your 2 months or whatever, so that you're only getting a little bit. Like, share that Thrive. I'm encouraging them to share it because, like, yes, I want the orders, but I want consistent orders. I want my team to maintain. I want, my customers and stuff to come back, and like me and them to be in touch, right? So I stopped her. I'm like, no, don't. Why don't you get some plus line products? Why don't you do this? And she's like, okay, I'm going to listen to you. And I'm like, okay, good, because there's probably going to be another sale, and I don't want you to have so much stuff. Like, I want you to like be able to experiment and change things up a little bit. There's only so much you can do if you get like a whole package, right? They can't even, like, just the way that our shakes and stuff are worked out. So anyways, big fat BOGO. If you guys are experiencing a little bit of like it's slow right now, it's probably because all of your customers have stocked up. What I've done is I have gone in, and any customers that did not get a BOGO, I've been offering them something else myself, like, hey, free shipping, or I'll give you credits, or whatever it is that they missed, right? And me personally, I'm a big BOGO buyer myself. So if I have a customer who, they want something and they're like, hey, I missed the BOGO. I'm like, well, what is it that you want? If I picked up some of that stuff for BOGO, I will go and sell it to them, because I don't want my shelves stocked with like a whole bunch of product either. Right. So that's something that I've been doing. I mean, I went and bought like 5 balances, like, just, I went crazy, right? I went crazy during BOGO as well. And any of my customers that come and they catch me at a good time, if I have stuff, I will service them, and I'll be like, I'll give it to you for BOGO, because that's what I got it for, right? I'm trying to clear my shelves off. And yeah, so anyways, and on top of that, like, if I have a bunch of shakes, like, I personally had a bunch of vanilla shakes, and some customers that had come to me after the fact, and they're like, damn it, I missed the BOGO. I'm like, what do you want? I'm clearing out my stuff anyways. I'm just finding any way to clear out my stuff, because you don't want stuff sitting on your shelves, right? Our products, they do expire and stuff. So yeah, anyways, BOGO, hopefully all of your current customers are serviced and they're good. And if they are, then guess what? You guys can go and turn around and focus on new, right? Get yourselves qualified for Vegas, filling up those dials. That's another thing. A bunch of my credits and stuff, I'm like, basically, what I'm doing is, if I'm telling a customer like, hey, I'll give you $40 off of your order, come ask me how, right? I don't just give them $40 off their order. I tell them, I'm like, I'm going to give you $40 off your order, but you have to add a plus line product, right? So they're just like, they're paying for their Thrive experience, which is valued, right, at the full price. But I'm giving them $40 off on top of it, because I'm asking them to spend more too. So I'm telling them like, hey, get your balance. That way you can bump up your numbers a little bit more for those dials, right? Because our dials for Vegas, what is it? It's 1,000 PPA, right? For you guys to qualify at the 4K rank. And then if you guys want that airfare, it's 2,000. So I'd rather close 10 customers than close like whatever, 15 customers or whatever, to fill up those dials. Want to say something?
Yeah, I just want to encourage you guys, remember that other people's efforts, Paul used to say this all the time, and it's one of my favorite things he used to talk about, was other people's efforts, right? Your referrals count for your PPA, right? So your customer referrals count for your PPA. Your customer referrals, when your customer's thriving for free, please do not even say over here in the comment, I can't get my customer share. Well, then they don't get it for free, period. End of story. Sorry, I don't waste my time with people that tell me that they don't want to share it. Then if you don't want to talk to anybody, you don't want to tell them, then I can't help you get it for free. But if they are willing to share it, I'll help them cultivate their story. I will talk to their friends. I will send out their referral link. I will offer credits. I will do anything and everything to get those referrals. Those referrals will count towards your PPA. Okay. So right now, something that each of you guys could be doing, maybe you don't have customers that are actually ordering, but maybe they're willing to get a sample, and they're willing to post their testimony, and they're willing to get you some referrals, and willing to try to thrive for free come August 1st, right? So that's something that you could be doing, was reaching out to people that maybe don't have the money to order right now, or, whatever, but they've been really wanting to. If you have Thrive credits, then you can leverage. Please understand this. Do not just give. People will take, okay? Please do not just give. Put kind of value on it, right? An exchange of kinds, basically. They create an account, or they don't get a sample, period, end of story. Sorry, not happening. They create an account to get a sample. they agree that they're going to post, okay, their sample when they get it. They agree that I might even tag them. Okay. If I'm going to ask them if that's fine, if I tag them, but maybe I'll just ask them, hey, when you get your sample, let me know. Okay. I'm going to talk you through, have them take a picture of it and why they're excited, and they can share it, what they're excited to feel, what they're excited to experience, that they're day one, they're taking these, and so forth. That creates excitement. And then you, as their promoter, because it's your job, not theirs, they're a customer. Okay. Their job as a customer is just to share it. Right. Just to share what they feel, just share what they're trying, whatever. They may or may not like it, but one of their friends might. One of their friends might want exactly what it is that they share. And that is where you come in. You make sure that friend has that referral link of that person that posted. You make sure that friend has you to help them walk through the process and how you can help them, right? So right now you could be reaching out to your customers, and if they have product on hand, then you could say, hey, listen, if you're wanting to thrive for free next month, I'm challenging myself to help 10 people thrive for free this month. Like, listen, you can just, like, I'm just making this up, but like, you can totally challenge yourself to this. I'm challenging myself to help 10 people thrive for free this month. And I was wondering if you'd be interested in being one of those people to try to thrive for free. All you have to do, if you currently have product on hand, is actually take a picture of yourself and post it and tag me. That's it. All right. Like, say why you're thriving and tag me. And then your friends sign up or whatever. If you have credits available, maybe you throw 15 credits, free shipping, whatever I kind of adjust depending on the size of the order. And I also adjust based on just kind of the situation and so forth. Right. But you can leverage however you want to. And that's what I mean by kind of investing in your business, because listen, if I get 20 new customers this month because of sending out a few samples, that's a freaking gold mine win, right? That's an awesome win. And then that's also all of those customers. Then I turn around and try to help them thrive for free. Those 20 customers come into 40 customers or 60 customers or whatever, or could meet my next rock star that decides that they want to be a referral machine, and they are really good at what they do. Or you look down within your organization, you see a bunch of people like, listen, I'm a true believer, keep a customer. All right. If they have no one to work in this business, please keep them a customer. First off, you're going to make more money doing it that way if they don't want to work it. But ultimately, you guys, we have to get better at helping people thrive for free, to be honest with you. And that comes down to us really being intentional with it. Where you are intentional is where you're going to grow with it. So like, I have been really reaching and digging, and I've been trying to connect with like promoters and legs that I'm seeing that like there's volume coming. I'm so sorry if you hear my dog barking outside. If he sees like a fly, he barks, and people, it goes crazy. But seriously, like literally right now, I am digging in my organization, not because I am like, here's the thing. I want that person, if they are 18 levels deep to me and they have nobody really working in between. I'm not talking about the person that runs their auto ship or gets a pay, like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 people that like have a customer order here and there, but like they don't plug in, they're not building a business. And then there's this person down here, but they really want to work their business. Like, I'm digging to those people because I'm like, hey, can I help you? Like, I want to help you grow, right? Because those people deserve that support. If they're in your organization, they deserve that support. And like when Jackie was talking about the BOGO, I want to prepare you guys because listen, last month and month before, we had a lot of double QVs. Okay, we had a lot of double QVs, and there's multiple people right here on the Zoom right now that I can tell you were very, very, very close to hitting their promotions last month, except for they had a lot of double QV, and some of the promoters that joined just were not doing anything. Okay, so it was do I really like go and like go kind of crazy right there at the end and push it. Well, a couple of them hit their goal. They didn't have to do anything crazy, spend any crazy money. And I never, ever, ever want to see any of you guys do that. Don't buy product that you don't plan to get rid of. Don't buy product that you don't plan to sample out, that you don't plan to use as an incentive, or you don't plan to use. Okay. Because it's going to bite you in the ass later. All right. And the same thing was if you get a lot of people like Jackie was explaining with the BOGO, you want your customers, you guys, to be reordering, right? So you want them to get certain stuff, but you want them to be reordering. And right now, coming right out of BOGO, yes, you're going to have a little bit less orders when it comes to certain stuff. But there are people that didn't want a $160 order or didn't have any money when BOGO happened. Okay. They were broke. They were flat broke. So those people, they might want balance. They might want detox. They might want capsules, or they might want one or two things. Reach out to those people and make sure that they know, like, you're there. You have credits if you want to incentivize however you want. I took advantage of like some of the bundles, and those bundle things, that was a great, like, I know some people didn't like it because they're like, well, it's no credit right now, but I loved it because I'm like, that's like incentives for months, right? I'm like, this is great. I knew that I wasn't going to have the volume at that moment, but I knew it would pay off in the end because of the way that I planned on strategizing those credits. So I just want to encourage you guys to reach out to your customers, reach out to your promoters, reach out to people, but most importantly, be loud and be intentional every day. Right. And I'm not talking about just that's like your whole social media platform, you guys, because that's going to just make people quit following you, to be honest with you, if that's like all you post about. But listen, you can be, I'm going to shut up here in a second because I got to let you take over for a minute because my dogs are driving me nuts. You can be proactive with Lavelle and sharing stuff, but not be gaudy and spammy. Okay. Like, seriously, like, you are just having a good time with your friends and community. And I literally just made a post right before this Zoom about once upon a time being a girl that didn't feel like they fit in, never felt like they were like the pretty one, the skinny one, the one that guys like really liked or whatever. But then turning into this, like turning into somebody that doesn't give two shits and loves who I am and knows that I have something to offer people. And that's what's going to attract people to me, right? That's what's going to attract people to me, is that I'm myself and that they know that they can just come to me and I'm going to be like, hug you and help you and love you and encourage you and cheer you on. And like, maybe I'm not for everybody, but for the people that are right for me, they're going to see that. And then they're going to see me looking for people that want to join and have fun. And they'll see us on getaways and they'll see us on trips. And by golly, Amanda will be in Vegas. You damn people will see me. And I swear I better hug every person because I am long overdue for a getaway. Okay. I am missing everybody, and everybody on here right now has the ability to be there. And I want us all there, and I want us all celebrating and having such a freaking good time. All right, Jackie, will you please take over for just a second? Because these dogs are driving me nuts.
Yes, I mean, so kind of just back to the BOGO and just current state of what everybody should really be focusing on, right? Hopefully you guys took advantage of that BOGO. If you guys did, congratulations. Just, treat it as those customers that you have are taken care of for now, but ask them to, ask them, just be like, hey, let me know when you get your BOGO order. I want to make sure that you guys get everything. Can you do an unboxing, like show everybody how excited you are, like do that, right? Those are things that you guys can do post BOGO. So make a little list, right? Call to action, go through your customers list and anyone who even if you had old promoters who have come back to the experience, like somewhere in your team, get them excited again, have them do unboxings and stuff. Like, look, my package is here. We have amazing gifts in, if you guys are Instagram users, I don't know if you guys are, or if you guys are Facebook, I think it's like Giphy or something, but there's gifts where it's like, my happy package or happy mail with like a giant Thrive box. Those are things that, we're going to be wanting to see. A lot of people are starting to get their BOGO orders now. Also, Duo Elite is actually shipping out tomorrow. Okay, so I did see in the cloud office, there was like something in support that said that they're actually going to start shipping them tomorrow. So you guys will start seeing those shipping your tracking numbers fill in, right? And if you guys do see that tracking number fill in, like be excited about it, right? Like take a screenshot of it, cover your tracking number. That way people, they're not going to see where it's going or whatever. But if it says shipped, be excited about it, right? Make a post about it. Oh my God, my elite shipped, or my duo elite shipped. I'm so excited. If you have customers, like, message them too at the same time, right? Just tell them, hey, I think order shipped. You should be seeing it in the next couple of days. I had a 40K. She's currently taking a break right now because of, personal reasons, really good ones for the most part, but she used to do that for all her customers. She used to be on top of, when her customers would order, she would put it in like some app that she would use, and she would message them, get her customers excited, like, hey, your package is going to come. Like, I saw that it's on the way. And she had an extremely good turnout with her customer service and, just people in general. So anyways, just some of that stuff. What else do we have? More things about make the call. Okay, because me personally, you guys, I'm not a network marketer. Okay, I'm not actually a network marketer. Yes, I've been here with Lavelle for 5 years. Yes, I know our compensation plan probably better than a lot of leaders who have been in all kinds of other network marketing companies and came here. But with make the call, like just make the call, right? Like literally just make the call, start talking to people. And I wrote down some stuff. Okay, so I wrote down some stuff. I'm like, how would I approach somebody and what would I say to them, right? First, I would go look into my friends list and see, who do I know that's been in network marketing previously, right? A lot of people have dabbled or they've like experimented with it a little bit. And we have some really amazing leaders across the company. I ask leaders, like, whenever Lavelle asked me to train with like whenever you see me go on stage or whatever, they always put me in a panel with like a couple of leaders, and I always ask them, hey, did you have any network marketing experience before this? And they're like, yeah, I did. Actually, I was part of like 2 or 3 other companies, but I had no success there, right? So it just, I ask these questions, and what I really gather from that when they tell me like, yeah, I was part of 2 other companies, I didn't see success there, is the products. It's literally the products, right? So products, it's the systems, it's just the stuff that we have here. It's really easy for some people to succeed here, right? With the systems and stuff that we have in place, right? And it's all about connection. So just ask somebody like, hey, I know that you were in network marketing before. Are you still open, right? Are you looking, right? So those are some conversations and stuff that you can have with people. It doesn't matter what, they don't have to be like these heavy hitters from other companies, right? And when you talk to other people and you ask them like, I know that you were with another company before, what was your experience there, right? Like just ask them simple questions like that, get them to open up to you a little bit, because they will probably tell you some stories that, they probably wouldn't have that same kind of story here, right? They might say, oh, it was so hard for me to maintain every month because I had to spend $400 just to be active, right? And that's what they'll tell you about other companies. They might say stuff like that, or, just hard stuff for them to remain paid, which we don't have those issues here, right? Like a lot of the stuff that Amanda was talking about earlier. What else about make the call? There was something else about make the call that was really.
Oh, make sure anybody that joins, that joined after, June 26th, and also anybody that hit, like that was a customer, or, did we ever get it confirmed that if they had never been active and then they became active, they qualified for that? Was that right? That's, did
Something
we?
like that, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I thought so. Okay. Because here's the thing, guys, make sure they hit that, like they have to hit that in the cloud for that ticker, I guess, to pop up for them. And obviously those of us that have been here can't see that. Anybody else that's new, they will see that. And here's the thing, guys. Like, look, I have been one of those people that was in another company, and I came to Lavelle, and I'm going to tell you one lesson I learned along the way. All right. Never burn bridges with anybody Okay. Always support people wherever they are. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes that's hard because some people talk badly and nasty and whatever. And you just snooze people if they're being negative and nasty. Okay. Um, because listen, people make mistakes. And I'm not saying like people leave Lavelle and they're always going to come back. No, sometimes they're not, okay, because they find something that fits them better or where they want to be, and that's okay. And by no means am I saying like, oh yeah, we're just going to pull people in from other places or whatever. But the reality of it is that there are a lot of people that are lost. There are a lot of people that do need something, right? They're looking. I see it all the time. Like I said, on TikTok, people are doing like, I don't know, this whole $7 course thing or anyways. And then they buy these courses and they're like, they're eating up these things. Like I know there's this master resale right stuff that people, it was all over my TikTok there for a hot minute. And all these people bought this course thinking, man, I can just sell this course and make all this money. Well, what they were failing to understand is that that whole process was to build, to learn how to market your own business. That's what the whole thing was. But people just thought, oh, I buy this and then I'll just resell this course and like, because I got the rights to it to sell it, right? But that's never gonna, like, that's kind of like a get rich quick type of thinking, right? And you have to think about the longevity of stuff, right? So happy customers or repeat customers, happy promoters, stabilized promoters, right? Like actually achieving goals where your business is growing because your team is growing, your business is growing. Um, you know, any promoter, and I've had a couple people that I reached out to and I said, you're a badass leader. Like, hey, can we collaborate? Da da da. And they're like, ah, my team fell off. I don't care. You're the leader. Like, what team? Let's build one. Let's do it. Like you're a leader. Like you're the badass part here, right? I'm like, so let's go attract some more people like you. I was like, let's go do it. Like you've got this in you. And there's no reason that there's going to be people that fall off all the time. That's okay. All right. That's okay because it's not going to be for everybody. But you have the ability, no matter where you're at, if everybody's quit or you're starting at scratch, like you have not ever signed one single promoter. Okay, let's figure out what that missing link is for you. Are you not talking about it? Are you not sharing about it? Is your confidence lacking there? If your confidence is lacking, I strongly encourage you to reach side to side, reach up, reach down, reach wherever you see somebody that can help you with what you can shift. Okay. Because it might just be you're not talking about it. I have some people that are awesome promoter or customer signers, but they don't sign very many promoters. Guess what? They also don't do? They don't talk about it. They don't talk about the opportunity. And listen, not everybody's motivated by money, you guys. Some people are motivated by fun. Some people are motivated by community. Some people are motivated by free stuff. Some people are motivated by the incentives that come with it. Some people are motivated just because they were like goal oriented and they were like a checklist queen, right? Like I like checklists. So I'm like, oh yeah, I get the checklist. And like I remember whenever and I'm going to end this here in a second with that, but I remember with Lavelle, and I'll just pull it up in my cloud office, that when I first started, and every single one of you guys have this in your cloud office, okay, but when I first started, this list right here, it was like a game. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up, and I'll pull it up. Um, my achievements, right? Like I wanted every one of these boxes checked off, right? I wanted all of them. Like I was like, oh, another checkbox. Oh, another checkbox. Let's just check them all. And I wanted all of them. And that last one there, the last one that earned the $5,000, your first $5,000 commission. Yeah, that one I was real freaking excited about. Okay. So I want you guys to start getting to that, like where you're like, okay, I'm going to hit that customer progress. That's going to be my next goal. And that's why I'm going to focus. What do I need to get better at doing that? Right. And then how can I get to that next level? Well, you can't get to a $5,000 commission without helping your team get there. Right now. I have seen some badass customer enrollers, and literally I have seen people make some really crazy checks, higher checks. In fact, I've seen 4Ks and 12Ks before hit over 40K checks. Okay. Because I'm not talking $40,000 checks. I'm talking about they've had higher checks than a 40K promoter. Because that 40K promoter maybe had placements, didn't have high enrollments, didn't really sign very many people, whatever. And here's that 4K, 12K, you have the ability of making a higher check than what you would believe. Okay. I've seen it happen. But I'm gonna play this real quick for you guys. Um, just for shits and giggles, and because it made me emotional, and it's actually a good message. So thank you, Joy. Thank you, Joy, for sending this to me today. And I'll just embarrass myself for a hot second and let you guys. Oh, not see that one. Not that. Sorry, I'm not very good at this here.
My daughter just texted me right before I got on this stage, and she said, "I'll persevere, Mom." And guys, I want you to really think about that word. You have a choice whether you're going to persevere or you're going to allow any setbacks or any obstacles stop you on this journey. So if you have a goal set in mind, sometimes it might not seem achievable for you right now. You're going to fail, and it's what you decide to do after that. All right? It's what you decide to do after that. You have to choose your heart, and you have to choose to go strength. So I just want you guys to all know you can either know it all, because some of you all think you do, okay? You can either know it all or you can be ready to learn. And there are a ton of people in this company ready to teach you and walk you along the way.
Listen, I have to be honest with you guys. That made me bawl today. That made me bawl because, for one, just seeing myself, it's like I don't even recognize myself. But I have had times where I've just wanted to throw in the towel over the last few years for personal reasons, sometimes business reasons, heartbreak, because yes, I've had some very close people to me that have, left. Um, and it's hard, guys. This is a relationship business, right? And I'm one of those people, I'm such a loving person. See, I knew this was going to make me cry. But the reality of it is like, it's like you either get to roll over and you're just done, or you get back up and you make a fucking amazing story out of it. And I choose to make a fucking amazing story and be, damn it, Amanda Savage, okay, up on that stage 2.0. And I hope that each one of you guys will run with this, because we have an incredible opportunity right now to do some freaking amazing stuff and to change a lot of lives. And yes, I know all of us that have been here and so forth don't qualify. Listen, the more people you help win, you can hit those matching bonuses, okay? And that's some badass money right there. That's some badass money that you can be making if you help a lot of people win. So get focused on helping a lot of people win, help your customers win, help some people win. I'm not telling you it's going to make you a millionaire, but I'm telling you that if you build a stable organization, a caring organization, a organization that's built firm and strong and not on rocky grounds, you're going to have something that lasts. You're going to have something that my kids have grown up watching me do this. And you just heard, and that I had just gotten off the phone with my daughter before I went on stage, and I was scared to death. Here I was, health and wellness company, almost 300 pounds, talking on stage and training and not feeling worthy. And here I was, I had no clue that I was about to be announced at like number 2 in company wide for the biggest growth and the most earnings that year. I had no clue. So there I was, doubting myself, and my daughter's like, "Mom, what are you talking about? Like, you're about to go and teach like 20,000 people, and we're going to be at home watching you." And you guys, like, seriously, like, I want your kids to see you do amazing things. And like, maybe some of you guys don't have kids yet, It's okay. I want to see you do amazing things. And I just want you to know that you do have the opportunity here, and don't ever let comparison get in your way. Okay. Because you don't know what those people have been through. You don't know what it took to get to where they're at. And you don't know how much time they have spent learning, practicing, getting disciplined to make that shit happen, right? People don't just go run marathons overnight. They have to freaking train. And just like I said, you don't have your PhD just because you decide you have one. You don't become a surgeon because you decide to have, like, be one. You have to actually do the stuff to get there. But anyways, all right, emotional mess. Dogs have been barking. I got tears going in my eyes. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's kick some ass. So I'll get the recording up soon.
Yeah,
Jackie, you got anything
one
else?
more
Oh
thing.
yeah. Okay, good.
One more thing before we go, because Jamie was actually on, and I was gonna say it earlier, but she hopped off. It's really late over there on the East Coast for you guys, but it's really important, you guys, to connect your newest people to your leaders. Okay, if you want your leadership to be around, like the reason why you see people and leaders leave is because they don't feel important anymore, or they feel like they're washed up or whatever, right? Your leaders, they need you guys to remind them, right? Like mentorship, I always say this, it's a two-way street. It definitely is. So Jamie was on earlier. She was somebody like who was already at the top of the company. She already had all these accolades and awards and stuff. And when I came in, I was just a brand new little baby, and I met her and I was like shaking, nervous and everything, you know what I mean? But it's really, really, really important that you guys connect your new people with your leaders, right? It really is, because they want to know who's joining the team. They want to know the stories and stuff. And, anytime you guys do get somebody in a three-way message or call, like, you guys don't overthink it. You can simply just ask your leader or whoever you're connecting, just be like, hey, I have here's my friend, she just started thriving. Can you tell her a little bit about your story? Just like that, right? You don't want your upline to be selling them about, oh, this is why you should join, or like whatever. That stuff will all come naturally, you guys. Just tell them, just say, hey, can you just tell her your story? Because like your story inspired me. It was one of the first ones I heard when I came in. Like, just tell her your story. Start with that, right? Your customer or whoever you're connecting, they will get curious about the other things. Like, we don't have to sell how amazing Lavelle is, right? As soon as they feel the products in their body, if they hear somebody else's story, they're going to go with that. And that's literally how you connect the dots with people and stuff. And somebody connected me with Jamie, right? When I flew over across the country, I was just nervous, and like Twin was just like, look, Jamie, this is Jackie. She flew all the way here from Vancouver, and
I
like
remember that.
her flight was stopped over here, and then it was just like that.
You guys went to Miami or something too, didn't you? Like in that.
We were crazy, but that's how we connected, right? It wasn't like oh, here's Jamie, here's our like millionaire upline and blah 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 blah. It's none of that. It's none of the status. It's none of those things, right? It's literally just like connecting, like, hey, you're here, we're here for the same thing. This is my story. Your story is amazing. This is how we connect. I'm here to help you. And just roll with that. Okay. So if you guys ever need help from any leaders or whatever, you just tell them, hey, can you just share your story? Like, just like that. And then that's how you will, build amazing things. And you know what I mean? Like, Jamie came on here today, and a lot of you guys don't even know who she is, right? Like, I wish I could have introduced you while she was still on, but she's absolutely amazing. And she's still here with us. Obviously, she's the one who pulled Amanda over here to these crazy crack patches.
Oh yeah, Jamie's not going nowhere. Listen, I already told Jamie that I'll come to Ottawa and I'll kick her ass. Okay. Her and I are like a package deal, you guys. And yeah, I mean, listen, life happens, things go crazy, people, guys, we do stuff, whatever. Just know that your leadership is always around. It's hard. Like, as your team gets larger, it gets hard because everybody's teams have different stuff, and people have different Zooms and different calls and different this and different that. So listen, don't ever get distracted by the numbers. Just like on your post, don't get distracted by numbers. On Zoom, don't get distracted by numbers, because a lot of people watch the recordings just because of times of kids and so forth and whatever. It's cool. So I don't ever even worry about that stuff. I just talk, and I see the recordings and how many times they're watched and things. So it's like, cool. But anyways, I think this is an amazing call. Thank you guys all for jumping on. I'll get the recording up very, very soon, and I'm looking forward to kicking ass. And next week, I'm going to have Jamie actually jump on and talk.
Okay.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.